Well, Shonte, thanks so much for taking some time to join me today. I appreciate it.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, it's so good to have you on. All right, I want to talk to you all about this new business that you've just gotten off the ground. And so many times we feature women on Inspiration Rising that are running, 6, 7 figure businesses. And I like to also feature people that are just getting started so that women who are listening to our podcast can go, okay, I can do that too. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel that overwhelming when you're just hearing somebody who's running $1 million business. It's like, well, that's not me,
Right.
you know?
Right.
So you are going to be running $1 million business one day. So I wanted to make sure I interviewed you early.
Okay.
So tell me about, why did you choose to start Sarah Lane Candle Company?
Okay. Well, when I started Sarah Lane, it started out as more of an interior design type business. I was newly divorced, the mother of four. I was working, and then I ended up losing my job. So in the process of losing my job, I ended up losing my home, my vehicle, everything like within a 2-year span. And it just really made me kind of figure out where I wanted to go with my life. And I was always passionate about not having chemical products in my home and around my kids. So that's kind of, how I got started with Sarah Lane, creating the non-toxic laundry detergents and bleaches and cleaners. And since I love candles, it was easy to just kind of get into candles.
So you're telling me that you went through a divorce, which is
Mhm.
obviously not uncommon. You go through this challenge, you then lose your job simultaneously. Was it like right at
Right.
the same time?
No, it was a few years in between. So it was kind of like, okay, now what do I do? So from the divorce, it was okay, now me and my kids need, a stable, safe home to go to. So I bought my first home by myself. And then everything was going well. And then I lose my job. And it just started to spiral from there.
Mm, so challenging. And so were you making your own household cleaners? Now you mentioned
Yes.
interior design because I know you're an incredible interior designer. Were you offering, I know when we go through these seasons of life, we just start doing all sorts of things in order to make ends meet and also, do things that are of value to our family. Were you
Mhm.
doing interior design plus making household cleaners for your own family? And then, you know what I mean? Help me understand all of that that's going down.
Oh, okay, so the household cleaners and everything, I was not doing that in addition to interior design. It was just one day my mom was like, okay, you have this talent, you have this gift, so you need to, display it. So then I started trying to pursue full time the interior design, and it just wasn't making ends meet.
Hmm.
So what I plan on doing with Sarah Lane is including those homemade cleaners and, bleach and things like that into my Sarah Lane line.
Okay. Okay.
And from the interior design aspect of it, I would also like to incorporate just things that'll make your home look beautiful, like sheets, things like that. So I have a vision for it.
That is, yes.
Right.
But you're starting with
With
candles.
candles, room sprays, things like that.
Okay. All right. So I love hearing that because it's like you can have a huge vision, but at the same
Mhm.
time, where are you going to start? You know what I mean? What's the initial step? And I hear you say
Right.
for you, it was the candles.
Right.
Okay. Now tell us about the products that you're offering because you've just launched this in the last couple of months and you've started out. These are not just candles. Like we're not talking Bed Bath and Beyond candles here with just, a couple of wicks. How did you choose the products? What are you offering? Tell me all about it.
Okay, so I did bring some of the products so you can see them. So this would be the Cinnabon candles. So as you see, the bottom base is candle. This whip topping is wax. The cinnamon rolls, that's also wax. So everything burns down evenly when you burn this candle.
So
And so it actually smells like a cinnamon roll.
for those of you who can't see this, you're just listening. It is an absolutely exquisite candle that looks like you could just dip a spoon into it and start eating it. It is just gorgeous. And I did order one for my mom. I ordered her the pumpkin one, and she just loves it. Yeah, it's just so. And for her first question, of course, Shonte, is, should I burn this? I don't know. Should I burn it? Like, what would you say to people that go, these are too beautiful to burn?
Please burn the candle. There are more where they came from.
If they don't burn it, they're not going to order another one.
Exactly. Exactly. A lot of people tell me they use it as home decor also. I have a friend that bought one from me, and she uses it as a part of her tablescape for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have those type of customers too that just want me to create something that goes with some type of setup they have in their homes.
So you have a number of different. How would you describe these candles? Like, it's not just a candle. What would you call it?
Can you hear me? Do you hear that?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
We can figure this out. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your question?
What was that?
Weed eater.
Oh, okay. We should be okay now.
I can hear you.
Okay. So that's not going to bother you. You're okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, good. So you call these candles, but there's so much more than that. Like, what would you just like? How would do you put a name on that? Like like a fancy candle or decorative candle? You know what I mean?
I call it a decorative candle only because, like I said, I have clients who use these candles as part of their interior design in their homes. Mm-hmm. So I call it more of a decorative candle, but I do offer a regular Bath and Body Works style candle. It's just when they have theirs, it's one wick. Mine come with two.
Two wicks. Okay.
And that's just for a more even burn pool, and it helps your scent.
Okay. And is there something that's safer about your candles? I noticed that you mentioned that.
Yes. Okay. So my wax that I use has no toxins in it. So you don't have to worry about paraffin or anything like that in my candles. So I like to have a chemical-free candle. Okay.
Now, when I look at these candles, I'm looking at it going, I don't even understand how you make this. Like, because, okay, you pour the wax in the bottom. And I don't want you to give away your secret, formula here, but there's some sort of device that allows you to make it look like it's whipped cream or something. Is that correct?
Correct. It's a mixer.
Yeah. And it takes a lot of time, I'm assuming.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. These are not just pour and then you're done. Like, it's really this is a work of art, Shonte.
Thank you.
Yeah, without a doubt. Okay, so let's get into how you make your products, because somebody who's just getting started may think, I don't even know where to begin. You know what I mean? Like, if they were just wanting to start a candle company, where would they begin?
I guess for me, how I really began doing it is more YouTube than anything. I started researching these types of candles because I had only seen one. And the person who I was watching, she was offering a candle making course. So I paid for her candle making course, and she had a lot of good tips. And I also was able to get her feedback on my product. And she actually told me my whipped toppings look better than hers. So, I mean, I guess, it's just kind of what everyone has to bring to the table. It might be a little different.
Yeah. And then, of course, you can source products through Amazon, local Michaels, or there are lots of places to buy the actual.
No, Right. There are a lot of places to buy it, but I wouldn't recommend going to Michael's or any of those types of stores, only because I don't feel like their products are the best. I mean, if you want to just get started doing it homemade as far as giving it as gifts, I would say, yes, you can use your Michael's or any one of those places. But there's a lot of candle companies out there, like California Candle Company, Candle Science, AAA Candles. I will go to more places like that. My favorite is the Wooden Wick Co. So I would look at those types of establishments to get your wax and all of your products just to get started.
Sure. Now, with so many people having access to all of these different, foundational materials, the waxes and the scents and all of that stuff, why did you think that you could stand out from the rest? You know what I mean? There's so many people that are doing this. Like, why would you enter this business?
I entered the business because, like I said, everyone has something unique to bring to the table on their own. So I know there's a lot of candle companies out there, but just think about it. A person that shops at Bath and Body Works does not only shop at Bath and Body Works. So they may be looking for something a little different. They may want to shop local. They may want to, just give someone else a different, a chance. So that's why I look at it as, okay, I have something unique to bring to this table.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think beyond that, your products are really a cut above, in terms of the beauty and the craftsmanship of them.
Thank you.
But part of that is that you are a big part of the brand. And I know that's one of the things that you're stepping into is how to, what does that look like for you to be more part of the brand?
Right.
You are African American. And so
yes.
one of the things that I guess I would say during this unique time, it's an opportunity for you to step into and say, this is a Black owned business. And if you want to support a Black female business owner, hey, buy a candle. You know what I mean?
Right.
What is your sense on that? Is that a big part of your branding, or is that just something that is just as people meet you? I don't know. Tell me more about that.
I don't look at being an African American woman as like this thing to basically sell my candles. It's just, I'm a woman, I'm African American, and this is what I do. I just enjoy it. And when I meet people and they ask me questions about it, I mean, I have no problem, with talking to them and letting them actually smell my product. So I just never really looked at the Black owned type thing.
Yeah. It's not like necessarily a big part of your marketing. It just,
right.
It is what it is.
Right.
Yeah. And as, somebody who's working with you, encouraging you, I'm probably more passionate about promoting that side of you than you are because I'm like, hey, people want to support Black owned businesses. Come on, let's put that.
Right.
But it is what it is. Yeah.
Right.
I love it. Right now you're selling on Etsy. Why did you choose Etsy versus, say, just selling locally versus opening up your own website?
Okay, so the reason I went with Etsy, the first thing is I am terrible with computers and things like that. So Etsy kind of just has everything built in for me at this point, and they also provide a huge audience. So that's why I just chose Etsy. Now, I would like to get my own actual site at some point, but right now, just building it is going to be tough, for me. I also have an opportunity to sell on Amazon handmade. So just getting that process up and going is like my next step.
Yeah, that's great. Tell me about, you just mentioned one of the challenges is technology. And for a lot of people, that does feel overwhelming. You're better at it than you think you are. But what are some of the other big challenges that you have faced in starting your own business?
At first, it was more of the funding because everyone was saying, oh, you can start a candle business with $500. So, okay, I spent my first $500 and found out that wasn't so true because there's a trial and error period with everything, and just learning the formulas and making sure that, everything kind of adds up so you can give the best product possible. So it just started out with just the financing because I thought just the $500 would do it, and it didn't.
How much would you say that you have put into your business? Just for people, you don't even have to say the exact amount, but like obviously you said it's over 500. Would you say it's between 1,000 and 1,500, 1,500, 2,000?
No, I would say more like 2,000 to 3,000.
Okay, so around 2,000 to 3,000, just to, like you said, the trial and error, the learning, the online courses. All of those types of things. The molds, I assuming, the glass jars.
Right.
label.
The printer to do the labels, pretty much everything, because I thought I could just start out with a simple $30 printer. Not true. My printer, my printer ended up being like almost $350. So, I mean, just to put out a really good quality product,
Sure.
it's going to cost more than the $500.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. That's good for people to know. But even thinking about $3,000, that is a lot of money, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not, that's figure outable. You know what I mean? Like it's not too, was that your assistant barking? Was that your,
He just ran out of the room. How he got out, I have no idea. But he's back now.
you have, you have assistants. I have those assistants too. All right. So, but that's not super overwhelming. That could be, somebody could maybe attain that through obviously saving it up. Could be through a relative or somebody who would believe in you, or even, PayPal Business has, small loans that are very low interest rate as well. Tell me, what's the thing you enjoy the most so far about your business?
The process of thinking of the product, imagining how it's going to come out. And then when it does come out the way that I imagined it, that makes me very, very happy.
So great. Yeah, it's so awesome. And I assume hearing from customers as they're excited about your product,
Yes.
that's going to be exciting as well. So tell me about, what are some products that are coming next? We're right now in November 2020 when we're recording this. What are some of the next products that people could expect to see from you?
The next products are going to be soap, definitely soap. I'm doing a Christmas line of my candles. So I'll have different Christmas scents, and I'm going to offer the soap, the linen spray, and the candle and wax melts. And I might put something else in there as a package, just as a holiday sale. But right now, that's more of what I'll be offering.
As a rather ignorant man, what the heck is a linen spray? Okay, come on, help me out with that.
So a linen spray is used on your sheets. It's used as air freshener. You can put it on your curtains. But the special thing about the linen spray that I offer is it can also double as a body spray.
What?
So it's safe to put on your body.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about let's just say Febreze? Like, because I see that advertised online. Obviously, I don't think I've sprayed that on my body recently, but I might have sprayed it around or something. Like, is yours similar to Febreze, or is it something different?
Okay, so the difference between the products that I sell and Febreze is there are no chemicals to this. Everything is all natural. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I'm allergic to, XYZ. You don't have to worry about that with my products because they're all natural.
Okay, and you're saying Febreze is going to give me cancer, is basically what I'm hearing you say.
And no, I'm not saying it's going to give you cancer, but it does have chemicals in it. So I would say Febreze for me, no.
It's not. It's for bro for no for.
Yeah, for no.
Okay, and I might have heard you may have a Kamala candle coming out, maybe coming soon.
I'm sorry.
And did I hear that you might have a Kamala candle coming out sometime soon?
Yes, that is going to be on my list really soon.
Okay, maybe we can send one to her. She would love that.
I'm sure she would. I'm sure she would.
Now, as people heard in my introduction, you are a new member of the Rise Up Business Academy. And so I'm super happy to have you be a part of that program. And we've worked together on a previous coaching program that I had in the past. Just a little bit of a feel of what it's like to work with me.
It's great to work with you. You make, for me, I'm speaking for me, you made me believe so much in myself and just my abilities, and the ideas that you give me just kind of spark something, in my brain, and it makes my wheels turn. So I would suggest anyone work with you because there's so much you're going to get out of it. Things that you didn't even imagine that you would get out of it. It comes to you.
That is so awesome. That is great to hear. Well, Shonte, I do believe in you. I mean, I believe in you so much. I just see your creativity. I see that tenacity of single mom, 4 kids, lost my house, lost my job. I'm going to figure out a way. I'm going to make this work somehow, some way. You know what I mean? Like that grit, that tenacity that's what business owners need. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Great ideas are a dime a dozen. And that's what even when we're talking about a candle business, great. Anybody can say, I want to start a candle business, but you actually have done it. And you're selling
Yes.
candles every single day, whether it's locally or on Etsy since you've launched in the last couple of months. And so it's not just an idea that you've had. It's the tenacity to just keep going in the face of, oh, that didn't work out. Okay, what do I got to figure out? What do I got to do next? And I love that you've roped in, several of your kids to be not just your, furry friends or your assistants, but your kids are helping,
Yes.
right?
Yes, they are. My youngest son, he is basically the person that's my right hand. So this is who this business is going to get passed down to. He's definitely my right hand. He helps me with all of the technology stuff, and he also prints out my labels. He's there to help with anything. My oldest daughter,
Your
she's 24.
youngest son is 6 years old. Is that what you said?
No, he's 17. He'll be 18 on the 21st. No, no,
You're listening, going, yeah, my youngest son, he's like 6 years old. He's doing all these printing and
no. No, he's 17. I have my 24-year-old daughter. She basically takes care of making, she came up with the design for the labels. My 25-year-old son promotes everything. And my 16-year-old daughter, because she has so many friends and that type of thing, she gets the word out as well. So
I love it.
they're all helping.
I love it. All right. So your website URL that goes right to your Etsy shop is sarahlanecandleco.com. SARAHLANE candleco.com, sarahlanecandleco.com, and that'll go right to the Etsy shop. And you offer free shipping on all your candles, which is great.
Yes.
That's super fun. And so, of course, we'll have the link in the show notes so people can swipe up on their phones even now. And so I just encourage you guys, buy a candle to support Shonte because she is a brand new business owner. She's just getting started. Her product is absolutely exquisite. And of course, you always are open to ideas for new products. Of course, you're creating stuff left and right. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Shonte. And I'm going to just keep cheering you on every step of the way.
Good. I'm glad I have your support.